Artist Pro. First off, I need to apologize to everybody that I haven't been posting much. Reason for that being that I saw the analytics in my channel and I noticed that the sound quality, it was like super bad, so I had to upgrade my microphone. I've upgraded and I hope that now the sound quality is a lot better for you guys to understand what I'm talking about. Alright, without further ado, let's get into the video, and we're gonna start off from where I left things unfinished. And you guys might remember that I was talking about doing the eyelashes, and I'm gonna zoom in here. You can see that I've put in some simple planes here, and these planes have like small brush strokes on top of them, and the background color is black. So this is called an alpha texture map, and what this does is that it gives us transparency option, which helps us create transparent textures, and these are what you would generally use for making hair or making eyelashes or anything of the sort. And this is what it looks like. So I just used simple brush strokes inside of Photoshop to make this. It's nothing complicated, like small brush strokes. You can do that pretty easy. Just open Photoshop and use a pen, like a graphics tablet. I'd recommend that you use that. These strokes are easier to make with that. And once you've done that, what you're gonna want to do is you are going to want to make sure that the UV unwraps are like in place like this. And then we go into the separate material for this, go into geometry, and in the opacity channel, this is where you plug this in. Really simple. After you've done that, what it does is that you only need one of these. I found that usually people would create a color channel, a normal map. Yeah, those are for added details, but this can get you the job done like any way you want. I can show it to you like in a Arnold render preview that this can get your job done. I'm gonna turn the area lights back on so you can see. So you see that we have transparency going on for the eyelashes, and that's what we were looking for. Now the fun thing about this is that you can also control what color they would be. If you didn't create a color channel of your own, this is the color it's gonna follow, right? So if I'm gonna show it to you in real time, like, sorry, let me put out the render again. Yeah, so if I make this color into, let's say, red, then these are going to turn red, right? Pretty cool, yeah? So that's how you can also fine-tune colors by just using a alpha texture map. It's really simple to do that. Oh yeah, and if it's not showing up for you properly, like the alpha texture, be sure to go into the renderer settings and alpha cut pre-pass. Be sure to check that, and it should fix the issue for most of you out there. So the second thing I'm going to talk about is that if you guys remember where we left off, there were artifacts happening in our scene, and even though I've fixed most of them, like there were some on the lips, and there's some like going on over here and some other places. So I've left this particular one out here behind the ears. You can see that it's here in the body texture and the face texture behind the ear. So I'm going to show you how to fix that real quick. What we're going to do is we're going to open Photoshop, and I have the body texture map open here. It's the base color. So as you can see that the issue resides in these corners over here. You can see them like really small, and mostly it's not even going to be in the base color channel, it's going to be in the normal map. So you can see that this is some artifact happening, and we can fix that by taking this spot healing tool brush and going on to that layer, press Alt and left mouse drag to make this a bit bigger, and just like that we are going to fix those artifacts, and gonna do the same for the face. So you can see this part over here behind the ears is also causing us some problems. So what we're going to do is we are going to go into that and fix that like really quick. There. Hold on. I'm gonna have to do it like piece by piece. Sometimes we're gonna have to do it like this. So the goal is to make sure not much of that indentation is happening, and it just blends really good with the background. And yeah, that's just it. That's it. It's really all there is to it. And you might have to do like rinse and repeat for it a bit, but you get the general idea of what I'm trying to show you. That this is how you can get rid of those artifacts, like with the spot healing tool brush, or you could use the healing tool brush, grabs this and just paint like that, and grab from here and paint like that. Yeah, and that also does the job for you. So depending on what you need to do, this is how you're supposed to use it. And now we are just going to replace these textures with the textures we have in our source folder, and gonna hit refresh. So you can see that I have this window open, like base mesh low, save. So it's gonna ask me, do you want to replace? Yes, I want to replace, and it's going to replace this texture for me. And that's done, and we're gonna do the same for this one. File, export, save for web legacy. And you don't really need to copy my settings. The thing to note is that whatever settings you had are the ones you want to go with. So I have these PNG24 and transparency on, whatever, like, and we had 4K texture map and everything. So hit save, and it's gonna ask you once again if you want to replace that. So yeah, we're going to want to replace that. And after that's done, we are going to go back into Autodesk Maya and hit the refresh button on most of our textures, reload, and you see that those artifacts, they are now gone. So that's how you can fix places that have artifacts in them. I cleaned up the nose artifacts, the lips artifacts, and all the other ones that were happening the same way. And here you can see there are some seams happening, but if you take a render, because it's the same color and everything, these seams aren't actually there. They just tell you that, hey, we are present, but they are also not gonna be there in the render. So it's really negligible, like they don't really exist. You can see that if I zoom out a bit and take a render again, that you can't really tell if the seam is there or not. So that is it for today's video, and I hope you found it informative and everything. So in the next one we are going to be moving on to placing out the hair for the character, and the hair is going to be the last thing, and I'm going to show you how to use XGen to do that. So I'll see you in the next one.